now delegate votes compared to 34.2% for Ken.
So these polls that we are discussing, is it by something analytics?
Global Info
Yes.
Analytics.
It says that Bawumia would win. There are some undecided voters.
Yes.
But even from the results of this polling itself, if you added all the undecided people, undecided voters to Kennedy Agyapong's, Bawumia will still win. And if you added them to Bawumia's, it's even wider. So this poll is saying that Bawumia would win. The point of departure is that, despite what I have said, the Bawumia team, we also do our own polling. And our polling shows us that we will do much, 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 much better than what this data analytics is saying. It doesn't mean that the data analytics should be poo-pooed. It says that we are winning anyway. So really, it's not saying anything different from what our own polling is telling us. It's just saying that we will win by a smaller.
It also says that if undecided voters decided to go for Ken, it will be difficult for you. They said, they call it a hypothetical runoff, but they don't believe that there will be a runoff.
But they should be using their own polls and not what they believe. They should be using their own polls. No, but what is the numbers of the undecided?
18 or so. 18.
18.
Or so, yeah.
And if you added 18 to Ken's, 23, what do you get? If you added all the 18 to Ken, they gave Ken, was it 23?
That's it, yeah, 23.5.
23. So if you, and the undecided, where's the undecided?
18.3.
If you added all the undecided, 18 to 23, what do you get?
41 points, is it 8? Yeah.
So you still don't beat Bawumia by this polling. If you added all the undecided to Kennedy Agyapong's, Bawumia will still be ahead.
It's first past the post.
And you are not going to get all the 18 going for Ken.
Your election is first past the post. You don't need
50%
plus one.
50 plus 1. Yeah.
So that's where they seem to suggest that, but they still say it's hypothetical.
Because you are not going to get all the 18
right
going for. I mean, it's not.
Right.
It's not. Yeah. So even this poll show that Bawumia is ahead. It's just that our own polling, which we also believe in, show us that we would win, but the margins will be different. So we'll take it at face value. It says that our margin will be smaller. It's going to encourage us to work much harder in the last 1 week and intensify our efforts. So whatever the polling says, even if it said to us that we will not win, it will encourage us to work much harder to win. So we are cool.
Okay.
We are cool.
Somebody who supports your team, Zito Pariansa,
Yeah.
he's been very livid, very angry that there is a plot to intimidate people who want to vote for Bawumia or other candidates apart from Ken in a particular region. And he's been running amok.
Well, I believe that the surprise of the campaign is that we have not had a lot more sentiments being expressed, like Honorable Pariansa, that the Bawumia camp has been quite restrained because Bawumia himself wants his team to focus on the message, not on the message of opponents, not on the accusations of opponents, no matter how damaging the accusations may be. He wants us to focus on the message to the delegates.
Sort of reflect his demeanor.
Yes. But otherwise, you are going to have a lot more of the reaction that Opariansa had done. And in Opariansa's case, he himself had been directly accused. You remember an accusation was made that he went to take some money or he went to demand some money and so on. And if he believes that these accusations are baseless, it would be difficult to restrain him. And then this business about the threats. We've all seen the threats. We've all seen footage of my brother Kennedy telling people that if they didn't vote one way or the other, they were going to face repercussions, which is quite uncalled for, because that amounts to threats. And in many of these
But his solution, Oparanya says solution is rather going to bring trouble. Because he says he's also going to march there with his team. You guys are not cowards. If he thinks he's a man, whatever. I mean, that's not how to go about it.
So what you're saying is that two wrongs don't make a right.
Correct.
Point taken.
All right. Yes, Ediji, what do you say about the campaign so far? And now Bawumia says there's been